and welcome back. So my mum's on her way. She's just got to come up the stairs now. Okay.
It was a long trip up the stairs.
Okay. So we've got our coffee, and now that Mum's finally made her way up the stairs, we're gonna dye our hair. I'm gonna be orange.
And I'm going to be unicorn.
So I got Manic Panic, which are too small, by the way. And Mum has these colours.
Wait, there's another one. That's this one. Yeah, that one. So lilac, pink, and rose gold.
It's gonna be like a unicorn. And we're also gonna bleach her hair just before we do the pastel-y colours so that it shows up properly. If you've come here expecting to learn something,
too bad.
Bye.
Leave now. Unless you're wanting to learn how to be ridiculous, in which case then
learn from the best. So we've mixed up the dye now, and Mum's brushed through her hair. So I guess we'll just put it in.
Ooh.
That's all. Oh, and while we're doing that, we're going to answer some questions that you guys asked. So let's get started. Is that too rough for your precious little head?
Yes, it is, Mummy. What have you done? Don't get it on you.
It exploded.
Did it get
all
on you?
over my hands.
Put it all in my hair, that's fine. Just don't get it on your clothes.
Put some gloves on. It's a bit late now, but
wash your hands in the water first, because otherwise the bleach will bleach your hands and make them all dried up. And now I can talk to people about you while you're gone and tell them your deepest, darkest secrets and what a terrible child you were. She wasn't. She was a good child. Don't tell her I said that though, will you? Well, we're supposed to be answering questions.
Yes. Sam's gonna
May we
ask
have
us
a
some
question, please, Sam?
What is your favourite flavour of jam?
Ooh, what's your
I
favourite
knew
flavour?
this would be a good question. You
It's
know, I
good
don't
for
like
me.
jam.
She doesn't like jam. My favourite flavour is actually bitter marmalade. So you know the one that's got all the grapefruit and bitter things in it. But Amber's never been a jam creature.
I don't mind jams when they don't have.
That's like a conserve, I think. You're probably
The non-
the conserve, the one without lumps in it.
Yeah.
She doesn't like any food with lumps in it.
I'm very anti-lumps.
Of any sort, or anything where you can't tell what the food is.
Yeah.
Nothing lumpy, nothing slimy, nothing that's got bits in it, nothing that you can't tell what the thing
pulp.
is. Yeah, no pulp, never any pulp. Don't ever put a coffee bean in the bottom of a jelly. I don't know why anyone would do it in the first place, but someone
That's
did.
what I was wondering.
And we were in Hawaii, and it was a jelly, and it was beautiful, and it had this coffee bean in, and Amber promptly vomited in the restaurant because she saw the coffee bean and thought it was a cockroach.
I thought it was. I don't know. Yeah, something
She
really
thought there
gross
was a
that
bug in there.
shouldn't be in there.
Oh dear. Good times.
But yeah, I guess my favourite jam would be strawberry. If I had to have a jam, I'd probably only really eat strawberry.
Which countries would you like to visit?
Where do you want to go?
It's hard. Well, most of the countries I want to go and see are countries I've already been to. I have been to France, but I've never been to Paris, and I would like to go to Paris. Oh, I'd like to go to Japan.
Oh yeah, I'd like to go to Japan too.
And there's a town in Japan where it's full of cats, and I want to go there. That would be very
half of them are,
exciting.
like, very, very sick cats.
Well, then we can go and take care of them.
I like that plan.
Yeah. Pretty much it's not a country that I want to go to, but anywhere where cute animals live.
I want to go to Canada.
Actually, Canada does sound nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Especially if it were to be snowing.
Yeah, because we all like cold weather.
What was your most shocking dream or nightmare that you've had?
Actually, when I was a kid, I had a dream, and it was, I can remember it was very scary. It was dragons, even though I love dragons. And they were blowing these like bubbles, and they were blowing them around people, and then the people were in the bubbles, and they were floating up into the sky, and then the bubbles were popping, and the people were falling to their death. It was pretty scary.
That doesn't sound very nice.
No, it wasn't nice.
So that's stayed with you for how long? When did you have that?
I was a child, so 53 now. So
Stayed with
probably
you.
about 45 years. Still scares me.
My worst, most shocking dream was the house fire.
Oh yeah, but that came true, that's why.
Well, that's why it was the most shocking dream.
So she had a bad dream that our house burnt down, and it was only a few days later and our house burnt down.
I think it was a good 3 days of me asking you, what are we going to do if the house burns
And
down?
we went through
what are
all
you
of
going to
our-
grab? Where are we going to go? And then the house burns down.
What do you think we can do to help with the bushfires and save the animals?
We're already doing a few things ourselves. So we take some of our water trucks up and try and do that. We've done that before, where you go out and you put water down on the ground, so you can, once the fire, it's safe to go in the fire areas. Take fruit and vegetables and bird seed and water out to the areas, because the animals will return and there's not very much food for them. So if you can just...
It's also very, very dry, and if you leave water, one thing that we did wrong was take containers, and we left containers of water. But I saw someone use like melon carvings to put the water in, so that when they drink all the water or it evaporates, you're not leaving rubbish in the forest.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually, to take containers that are biodegradable. So there are places, I mean, people like the Lions Club, they always help their community. So you can contact the Lions Club because they have a lot of charity things on at the moment, and they're supporting not just people that are suffering with the fires, but also because our country is in drought at the moment, which is why we have the fires. A lot of farmers are actually losing their farms because there's no water. So they're helping them out as well.
So donations mostly.
And anyone that is in our country, Wires have a program where they will train you to take care of animals, and that's something that you could do to help any injured or sick animals, because they need people to look after those as well.
Wires also has an emergency fund set up for the moment. What they really need is medication for treating all of the burns and getting them back up to where they should be health-wise. So donating money is probably better for Wires at the moment.
Yeah.
If you're not able to donate your time.
Yes.
I'll leave some links down below for you guys to see if you wanted to donate. Alright, I think we're ready to dunk this all through your hair.
Excellent. Is that a proper hairdressing term? Dump it?
Yes.
Will your mum help you build your hobbit hole?
Yes, she will. She's very excited about it.
I can't wait to live in a hobbit hole.
Yeah, we're very excited about it. So, so my mum, Nan, and her husband are going to move up right near the land, and they're going to start building their house, and then we will alternate between building our house and helping Amber and Sam build a hobbit hole. So we're quite excited about doing that. Next question, Sam.
Your favourite mum and daughter activity?
Ooh.
I like when we go adventuring.
I was going to say that we've been on a lot of adventures together that we love, and because Amber and I have very similar personalities, it's easy for us to go on adventures because we both quite like to just get in the car, take the minimum amount of stuff, so a couple of changes of clothes and phones and whatnot, and an air mattress, and then just drive wherever the road takes us.
Even if that's onto a footpath.
Which has happened before, because the road turned into a footpath and we didn't realise until we were like so far up the footpath that we had to try and turn around. And we've done, we like to camp, so we'll just go to somewhere reasonably safe, and then we blow up our mattress in the back of our car and then sleep in there, and then let it down in the morning and go on. But we've had some good adventures like that, haven't we? I think that's probably our best, most fun thing to do.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless it's at home, and then it's usually...
Gardening.
Yeah, gardening.
Or gardening.
Or playing with the animals.
Yeah, animal stuff and gardening.
Yeah.
Like?
And drawing.
Oh yeah.
Drawing is another thing that we both love doing together. So.
Yeah, we've always done that. From memory, and we've been doing that since I was 20.
When my hair gets dyed, I use my old supermarket bags. You'll be able to
She's a genius,
see,
isn't she, guys?
you'll be able to see how very attractive this is. You will have never ever seen a mother that looks more attractive than once this is done. This is the only time you should ever put your mother's head in a plastic bag. Do I look beautiful? All right, your turn.
My turn.
You get to look attractive now.
Oh, finally. Been waiting my whole life for this day. Mum has brushed my hair and I've mixed up some hair dye and we are ready to go.
Just ladle it on, ladle.
Yeah, with this stuff you really do just slap it on.
But I do have a brush and I'm going to brush it through so we make sure to make the most of it. I actually am not going to sit down for this. It actually doesn't look like it's going to change your hair colour very much.
Oh, it probably won't. I probably just wasted
And we
like
really
$50 on
want to
nothing.
change it, but it just, I feel like the colour is not dark enough. I'm going to have beautiful unicorn hair and you will not have orangutan hair, I'm sorry to say. It's not my terrible technique, just in case anyone was going to say anything.
So mean to me. She's been abusing me my whole life. Now that I'm in the chair and you're busy, I get to spend the rest of the video talking about you.
All right, is it going to be mean?
Yes.
And stuff?
When I was a
Good.
child, my favourite person in the world is my mother. She told me that she was not my mother and I was in fact stolen by her from a troll.
It's true.
And that my real parents were a troll.
And she believed it. It was
I really
hilarious.
genuinely believed her for quite some time, and bridges made me quite uncomfortable, and still do to this day.
That's good parenting right there.
What is your favorite animal and why?
Oh, animal questions. I think you all know my favourite animal is a cat. Any type of cat.
Yeah, it's true.
But why?
Well, because they're cute and fluffy and annoying and they don't care about you, and I admire that.
She likes things with
I like
attitude.
their independence.
Yeah. It's attitude.
They don't need us like dogs need us.
I would say probably I have an obsession with foxes.
It's true.
And I do love them. I think they're absolutely beautiful creatures. They're very playful. And I think I like them because they've got attitude as well, and they're wild.
They're like halfway between a cat and a dog. in
They
my
are
opinion.
actually, and that's probably why I like them so much. Now I've got it through most of that. I can just massage it through. Willy-nilly. Because I've got all of the edges where you'd see it.
What inspired you to want to work with animals?
Well, that's not really one for you, but what
it's
my
definitely-
question for you is, when did that even start? Because I don't know when I first became obsessed with animals.
Oh, you were quite young, like very young. You loved, from when she was probably only like just able to walk, so just around 1 year old. She used to go around in the yard. You never saw Amber standing upright. She was always bent over looking in the garden beds to see what bugs were in there.
Yes,
So
I
that's
remember
where the
these
obsession
days.
started.
So it started with bugs.
It started with bugs, yes. Her first word that she wrote was cat.
And then I only
And
wrote
they knew
cat
at
and cat
preschool
and cat.
which were her drawings, because they all were signed cat. So yeah, she loved bugs and creatures from very small, and then cats from probably about 3 or 4. She was probably 5 or 6 when kids decide they want to become something when they grow up.
That was when I decided.
She decided she wanted to be a zookeeper so she could be with all the animals. So one day I said to her, because she was at a bit of a loose end, if you could do any job at all, and that has to be, disregard whether you think you're able to or any of that stuff, but if you can do any job at all in the world, what would it be? And she said, I would be a zookeeper. And so I thought, okay, that's awesome. Well, the next day I went to my work, and one of the ladies I worked with, her daughter came in and she had a pair of kangaroos, one under each arm. And I was like, oh my God, what are they doing there? What are these kangaroos? And she said, I work up at the zoo. And she said, we have a volunteer program. And I was like, oh, maybe Amber could get in there. And
That was
then
great.
That was the turning point where
Yeah,
she
that
realized
really-
she could actually...
I really didn't think I could do it. I don't know why not. I think because when people tell you over and over again that you'd be better off doing something else, or it's not worth doing the thing because you won't make any money, you do lose your courage for doing the thing, and then when you finally go and do it, very quick to realize what I need to do with my life, I suppose. But we're gonna sit with our hair like this, and then we'll be back soon, and we're gonna go and put these colors into Mum's hair when we get back. Starting with some rose gold. We're gonna start with this little bit right here.
What are your all-time favorite songs and bands?
Queen.
I love Queen.
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, typical.
Only because we sing it all the time in the car, and we're so good at it as well.
I think my favorite Queen song is Break Free.
I love it. Did anyone hear that?
Let's hope that that didn't cause any fires, because that was quite an aggressive sounding lightning bolt.
It was.
Give me
Luckily,
more.
purple.
Please. Maybe pop the lid off.
That usually helps if the lid's not on. I'm kind of looking forward to this crazy unicorn hair, because I might feel like a unicorn. In which case, I may be able to do magic things. I'll let you
Don't know if that's how it works. So we're back again. Our camera died, but we're here with this side now done.
Don't you think
And
that's
I'm working-
ironic that while we're dyeing hair, our camera keeps dying?
What do you think about all the fake profiles and catfishing that steal your photos and ID?
So I think it's very hard, because when you have children, and you know that Amber's always tried to be a good, decent human being. In our world, that's really one of the things we value more than anything. I don't mind if she doesn't have loads of money, or she's not the top of her field in her job or anything like that. I just want her to be a good person and be happy. So
Priorities.
when people do things to other people pretending to be her, I find it offensive, because she wouldn't do those things, and there's people out there believing that she has done the things.
That's always really bothered me too, to be honest.
And
It's
if you've ever
the only frustrating part of it, really. I think even the people who know that it wasn't me specifically, and they know it was a fake account, they still message me upset because of the fake account. So regardless of whether or not they mean to blame me, I still feel responsible.
Well, because the person has gone in having a conversation with you, thinking that it's you that they're talking to, and trusting you with their feelings, and someone else has taken advantage.
I died.
In the middle of my rant.
We got cut off halfway
Mid-rant.
through, so Mum's gonna finish her rant now.
So yeah, I was really just saying that I don't like that Amber gets a bad rap because someone else has decided to use her photos. You may meet people that those people that are being fake accounts have done something to, and she'll get the rap for it. It just seems unreasonable. Plus, I don't think I like the fact that I died either, or the fact that she was 15 when you were pregnant.
Yeah.
Someone said she was pregnant and did Photoshop photos of her being pregnant when she was 15, and
I was a virgin at this time as well, so it was
so it would have been the baby
very
Jesus
interesting.
being reborn if that was actually true. But
That would have been okay.
yeah, it would be exciting having Jesus as a grandchild. I don't like babies, but I think I could have coped if it was someone famous. And the thing is, I do feel very sad for the people that haven't got enough confidence in themselves to just put themselves out there, that they've got to pretend to be someone else. So it makes me sad from that
That's
perspective.
why I'm not
as well.
mad, is because I feel sad for the people who are doing it, and I feel sad for the people that they hurt while they're doing it, and I just think it's all so sad that I can't be angry about it.
Yeah. But you also feel guilty, and that's not
Yeah.
right, that you should feel guilty about other people's actions.
Not really. Well, we're gonna let this sit. I think I'm going ringer.
It does look like it's going a little bit orange. It won't be a dramatic colour.
No, but yours will be.
Unicorn.
So we'll see you guys in the
Magic
morning.
unicorn powers.
We're gonna go wash our hair and then go to bed because I think I'm tired. Are you tired?
I'm tired.
Yeah. Look at my Gucci bags. These lights aren't helping. All right, we'll see you guys in the morning. We're back and we have colourful hair.
Yes, we do.
Mum's a unicorn and I'm an orangutan. My hair dye didn't work out at all, so we went over it with red dye as Mum suggested, and this is what happened.
So it's really nice. It's dark Ranger.
And I'm happy with that.
I needed to have the extra purple in, a bit more toning. So we probably need a little bit more purple and maybe next time some turquoise.
Yes, when we were putting the toner in, it was all like the cotton candy type blue and it looked very pretty and delicious.
Get all the pretty colours showing.
That's a do. I like that.
What, that one?
Yeah. You should just pin
We
it up
have
like
something
that.
that does.
Something that makes it move up and down.
But you can see all the pretty unicorn colours. And it turns out I do have magical powers. Just saying.
As suspected. Well, thank you for watching and I guess we'll see you guys soon. Bye.